Before this video starts, I would like to let you guys know that for the next Let's Build Your Comments episode, we're gonna have a festive special version, so I'm gonna need some Christmas suggestions from you guys. It could be a reindeer driving the sleigh instead of Santa Claus, it could be Santa Claus doing something, I don't know. Let your imagination flow, leave the suggestion down below, and let's get to the video. Ahoy, me Viking mates! How's it going? It's me, Bridol, the Viking, and we're finally back in the Let's Build Your Comments world. After some time off, I decided to bring it back as it was a hit amongst you viewers, and I love it when you guys give me some great feedback. So why not keep a great series going, right? Now, we're just gonna do a quick flyover, as it's been a long time, just update you guys on what has been happening in this world, and yeah, but we are now closing into our very first suggestion. It was a suggestion from Grian Entertainment. Build a Minecraft Steve hugging a creeper. He's so awesome, he needs more subs. Well, thank you very much, Grian, and here you have it. Now, I decided to go with some, is it blue clay? Or something like that, and then some cyan as a t-shirt. You know, we gotta build Steve as he actually looks. And I tried to make him slightly bend over, since the creeper's a bit lower than you. But I didn't really quite make it. So, it ended up being Minecraft Steve picking up a baby creeper by its head, and then hugging it. But I also tried making the creeper look kinda angry at being picked up, but I couldn't quite make it. So you can see me try to make some eyebrows there, but it didn't work out. So I eventually just gave up and started building the Steve head. After finishing the head, I noticed that it looked so weird with him being bent over, so I just straightened him up, and there you have him. Now, on to the next suggestion, where I was challenged by no other than Madeline O'Hara. Please make a la pizza with a la moustache. And judging from the suggestion, I immediately thought that you would want a gentleman's pizza. Now, I went with a slice of cheese and pepperoni pizza. Built a slightly burnt crust though. Added some posh looking eyes, try to make him look kinda high on himself, you know. And we added the mustache, but the monocle was in the way, so I had to remove the little straw thing that was gonna hang down from the monocle. And then finishing it off with a top hat with black wool and red clay. He also needed some arms to really make him look cool, so one arm is currently twisting the mustache while the other one is resting on his hips. Added some nice pepperonis right there, and there you have him. Now, the next suggestion is a really weird one, but I think you guys will enjoy it. It's from Call Me Matthias, Worm of Death. Also great video, I hope you like my suggestion. I really enjoyed making this suggestion, Matthias. I couldn't really see it before I started building, but I decided to go with a snake-looking worm. So we started out with some pink wool and pink clay. Built up the worm so he's kind of snake-like, and then I decided to add a black hoodie. You hear? A black hood, I mean. Basically give him this kind of grim reaper look, as he is in fact the Worm of Death. And the final little touch on this worm is gonna be the giant scythe that I will be building. I simply used some not dark, that's dark oak, and then some spruce. I used andesite, polished andesite, to make the scythe, and then some iron blocks. At the top of the spear we needed that slightly death touch, so I added some bedrock and some skulls, and there you have it, the Worm of Death. Dun 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 dun. Now, the next suggestion is us returning to a previous build, in which I love doing. So if you guys want to see me continue on some other suggestions, then please do. Now, it's from Joe. Love your vids. Keep them up. Build a cow that's abducting the alien, that's abducting the cow, that's abducting the alien. I know, logic. And I started out building the udders above the alien, where it's kind of white beams trying to pick him up, which is like milk. The milk is trying to pick up the alien. And then I went on to build just a flying normal looking Minecraft cow. Try to make it look as Minecraft as possible. But I got the proportions all wrong, like it's way too slim around its belly and the back is not wide enough, and I kind of messed up on that bit. And as you'll also see when we get around to the head, is that the head is way too small. Like I could literally barely fit the nostrils and the snout of the cow. But, you know, it ended up looking like a great cow, and I think I did a pretty good job. I could have done it better, but you know the rules. No going back to edit already built builds. And there you have him. Now, the next suggestion is all the way across our world again. But it is a suggestion from John Sigmarsson. Can you build coffee drinking tea or tea drinking coffee? Now, for some reason, I just found that the coffee drinking the tea would be easier, as a coffee mug is usually bigger. But I don't know, it depends how you drink your coffee / tea. But I gave him a look of that little teacup, I guess, in Beauty and the Beast, where you have the nose, the handless nose, and gave him some eyes on the front and added some arms. Now, the arm I'm building right here is going to be drinking the very, very little teacup. I went lazy and put up a cauldron, but please excuse me. And I decided to build a table on the right side of him with a tea kettle on it. And then we had to add some coffee inside of the cup. The brim was a little too much and looked weird, so I just removed it all after all. And then I put the arm below the chair, so it's like clinging onto the chair to make sure it doesn't fall off. Now, the next suggestion is from Julie Johnson. Can you build a lava bucket cooling himself down? Hashtag build this comment. And of course, now for this little peculiar comment suggestion, I had to build a bathtub first. I decided to go with some gold blocks to make the feet of the bathtub, and built up the walls using quartz and stone slabs. And I filled up the bathtub with water, because you know, no bathtub without water. Then I added some ice in it, so it's like really, really, really icy cold water. For the bucket, I went with polished andesite to build up the bucket, as it needs that grey look, and iron block would not just cut that. One side is slightly flat, but that is because I'm going to add the eyes and mouth here. Try to make him look kind of like, ooh! You know, it's cold in the water, so he's got to be oohing a little bit because of the cold. Struggled a bit with putting the lava inside of the bucket, but I eventually figured it out. And that concludes this build. Now, on to the last suggestion, which is from Fantastic Owl Gaming. Bridol, please build a flying train with you as the driver. Make it small so it's easy for you. Thank you very much for allowing me to build a smaller train instead of a giant one. So, for this peculiar build, I wanted to make it look like an old locomotive. As you know, Vikings didn't have trains either way, but I went with the closest, you know, in age. So, this is basically using grey stained clay, anvils, coal blocks, stone brick stairs, and slabs, and stone slabs, and everything. I can't really remember them all, but it came out quite cool. That's my opinion though, but you guys make up your own opinion. If you guys think it was really great, then go ahead and tell me that. And I'm also gonna add me as the driver here. Just gonna go grab my head on the boat over there and put me up, add some clothes, and it's done. Now, I hope you guys have enjoyed this Building Your Comments episode. We are back, we are live. Now we need more suggestions down in that comment section. Leave some suggestions, leave a like, subscribe to stay tuned for the next Minecraft Build Your Comments. And it's just one thing to say then. Chuba, 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 chuba. Bye 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 bye.